Nations have risen and fallen in the tennis hierarchy. Today, we're ranking the top 10 countries in women's tennis history. This is the Battle of Nations. Let's see who comes out on top. At number 10, we start with Poland, a country that has surged into the spotlight thanks to one player, Iga Świątek. With 5 Grand Slam titles already by 2025, she's become the queen of clay and one of the most dominant players of her generation. Her mental strength, tactical game, and ability to close out big matches remind many of legends like Evert and Graf. Before Świątek, Poland's brightest star was Agnieszka Radwańska, nicknamed the Magician, a Wimbledon finalist in 2012 and one of the most creative shotmakers the sport has ever seen. While Poland doesn't yet have the same depth as the powerhouses, Świątek's ongoing dominance ensures their place among the top nations. Ninth is Switzerland, a small country with one huge name, Martina Hingis. She burst onto the scene as a teenager in the late 1990s, winning 5 Grand Slam singles titles before turning 20. Her vision, courtcraft, and tactical brilliance made her nearly unbeatable at her peak. Although injuries slowed her singles career, Hingis reinvented herself as one of the greatest doubles players ever, adding 13 doubles slams and multiple mixed titles. Today, Olympic gold medalist Belinda Bencic continues to fly the Swiss flag high. With Hingis's legacy and new stars on the rise, Switzerland secures its place in the top 10. Eighth place belongs to Romania, carried by the modern brilliance of Simona Halep. Known for her incredible defense, stamina, and mental grit, Halep won the 2018 French Open and Wimbledon in 2019, reaching number 1 in the world and staying there for 64 weeks. But Romania's story goes back further. Virginia Ruzici won Roland Garros in 1978, becoming the country's first female slam champion. And of course, Halep's rise inspired millions back home, making tennis one of the most watched sports in Romania. For a nation not traditionally seen as a tennis powerhouse, Romania has punched far above its weight. Spain comes in at number 7. And much like on the men's side with Rafael Nadal, their women's champions have thrived on clay. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario led the way in the 1990s, winning 4 Grand Slams and reaching number 1. She was known for her fighting spirit and tireless running. Conchita Martinez added a Wimbledon title in 1994, proving Spanish tennis could also succeed on grass. More recently, Garbiñe Muguruza won Roland Garros in 2016 and Wimbledon in 2017, cementing Spain's place in modern tennis. With multiple slam champions across different surfaces, Spain is firmly inside our top 10. At number 6 is Belgium, a small country that produced 2 giants of the game. Justine Henin was all about artistry, with perhaps the greatest one-handed backhand in women's tennis history. She won 7 Grand Slams, dominated on clay, and inspired countless players with her style. Kim Clijsters brought a different energy, powerful, athletic, and incredibly resilient. She won 4 majors, retired young, then came back years later to win the US Open as a mother. That comeback story made her one of the most beloved champions ever. Together, Henin and Clijsters gave Belgium an era of dominance few countries could match. In 5th place, the Czech Republic, a nation that seems to produce tennis champions like clockwork. Hana Mandlikova won 4 Grand Slams in the 1980s. Jana Novotná became a Wimbledon champion in 1998 after years of heartbreaking losses. And Petra Kvitova has lit up center court with her 2 Wimbledon titles. And then there's Martina Navratilova. Before becoming a U.S. citizen, she began her career representing Czechoslovakia. With 18 singles and 31 doubles slams, She is one of the greatest athletes of all time. Beyond the stars, the Czech Republic has unmatched depth in doubles and Fed Cup success, proving this country is a true tennis factory. Fourth goes to Russia, which exploded onto the women's tennis scene in the 2000s. Maria Sharapova was the leader, winning Wimbledon at just 17 and going on to capture 5 slams. Her fierce competitiveness and global marketability made her a superstar beyond tennis. Svetlana Kuznetsova added 2 majors. Anastasia Miskina became the first Russian woman to win a slam at the 2004 French Open, and Dinara Safina reached world number 1. Elena Dementieva and Vera Zvonareva also made deep slam runs. With so much talent coming out of one country in such a short period, Russia cemented its legacy as a powerhouse. In third place, we head down under. Australia has a rich tennis history, led by Margaret Court, whose 24 slam singles titles remain the all-time record. Yvonne Goolagong-Cawley followed with 7 slams, bringing grace and elegance to the sport. In recent years, Ashley Barty carried the torch, winning 3 slams across all surfaces and reaching number 1 before shocking the tennis world by retiring at just 25. Add in doubles greats like Samantha Stosur, and you see that Australia has consistently produced champions for decades. Runner-up is Germany, thanks largely to one name, Steffi Graf. With 22 Grand Slam titles, Graf is often considered the greatest player of all time. Her Golden Slam in 1988, winning all 4 majors and Olympic gold in the same year, remains unmatched in tennis history. But Germany's story doesn't end with Graf. Angelique Kerber carried the legacy into the modern era, winning 3 slams including Wimbledon in 2018. With Graf's dominance and Kerber's resurgence, Germany firmly claims second place. And at number 1, no surprise, it's the United States. No country comes close to the depth of American women's tennis. Althea Gibson broke racial barriers as the first African-American Grand Slam champion in the 1950s. Billie Jean King not only won 12 majors, but also fought for gender equality, famously winning the Battle of the Sexes. Chris Evert dominated the 1970s and 80s with 18 slams, while Monica Seles, though Yugoslav-born, later became a U.S. citizen and added more. Lindsay Davenport and Jennifer Capriati continued the tradition in the 90s and 2000s. And then, of course, came Serena and Venus Williams. Venus brought power and charisma, winning 7 slams and changing the conversation around equal pay. Serena? She took tennis to an entirely new level. 23 slams, weeks upon weeks at number 1, and a case as the GOAT of the sport. Today, the legacy continues with Coco Gauff, who already has 2 Grand Slam titles. From pioneers to modern legends, the United States is the undisputed queen of women's tennis. So there you have it, the top 10 countries in women's tennis history. Do you agree with the ranking? Should Belgium be higher? Should Russia be above the Czechs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.